house has a catalog of everything we kept. Spare rotors for the turbine that the wrecking crew has swept. Gaskets for a valve body that doesn't have a home. Calibration standards for instruments of bone. The shelving units still are labeled system size and part, cross-reference to a drawing of a building with no heart. I walked the rows on Wednesday, the fluorescent still work fine. Every bin is full of pieces for a puzzle with no line. There are drums along the east wall, 55-gallon lined and sealed. Low-level waste from decon work, contamination healed. Is the wrong word managed? Is the word they use instead? You don't heal contamination, you just put it somewhere else and call it fed. Spare parts inventory, everything accounted for. Spare parts inventory, nothing fits what came before. The parts are in the system, the system's in the ground. Spare parts inventory for a thing that can't be found. The soil has been sampled on a grid 10 meters square. Gamma spec and isotopic, checking what the decades there have left behind beneath the surface. Cesium, cobalt, trace amounts. The earth remembers what we built here, even after all accounts. The groundwater monitoring wells are sampled every month. The tritium is trending down, but it's measured, not done. A plume that's moving slowly through the bedrock south-southeast. We'll track it for another 20 years at least. Spare parts inventory, everything accounted for. Spare parts inventory, nothing fits what came before. The parts are in the system, the system's in the ground. Spare parts inventory for a thing that can't be found. In the back of the warehouse, past the drums and past the steel, there's a shelf of personal effects that nobody came to claim. A lunchbox with a thermos, a rain jacket extra large, a pair of safety glasses, and a clipboard with no charge. I don't know whose glasses those were, I don't know whose coat, but they worked here long enough to leave their things and never note that they'd left a piece of themselves between the spare parts and the drums, alongside the contamination and the inventory sums. The manifest is 40 pages, every drum and every crate. The destination is a facility in another state, where our waste will sit in storage for longer than we ran. The half-life of our legacy